It's nice that like if I tell you like, hey Nick, we take the trash out, you do. Or like, hey Nick, we get stuff out of the dryer, you will. But I feel like you should be able to do that. Like I don't want to have to tell you every time. Like
I do take out the trash.
Yeah, you do, but I feel like today I had to ask and yesterday I had to ask. For us in our relationship, I think it would be nice to have like things that you do and things that I do.
Yeah, I'm open to that.
With trash would be you. You take the trash out.
Cool.
Laundry, when you do laundry, you do my laundry. And then like with Luna, like she is my dog, she's my responsibility, I get that, but like now that we're married, your responsibilities are mine and my responsibilities are yours.
Yep.
Like how often do you like vacuum and sweep?
Like once every 2 weeks.
You vacuum once every 2 weeks, Nick?
Well, it's just downstairs. But I mean, you've been down there. I keep it very clean.
I vacuum every single day.
Yeah. Do you think it's partly because of Luna?
Well, Luna doesn't even shed.
So why do you vacuum every day?
Because it gets gross. My expectations are I vacuum every single day, I sweep every day. I dust once a week. Sundays are when I deep clean, where I like scrub the walls, scrub the baseboards. I wash my sheets, I do laundry I didn't catch up on. I clean out my fridge every 2 weeks. If you're out and you're getting groceries, then just text me and ask me what I need. And if I'm out doing groceries, text me what you need. If I do the once a week grocery shop where I'm spending $300 or something, I think we could split that.
I don't think groceries will ever be that much.
I'd probably spend $300 on groceries a week. Groceries are expensive. Financially, right?
Yeah.
When we get married, you don't want to join our account.
We could play it by ear. For now.
I'm not a play it by ear type of person. Because like when we get married, if you're $50,000 in debt, or if I'm $50,000 in debt, your debt becomes my debt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And my debt becomes your debt, right? So finances are a very important part in a relationship.
Yeah. It's a good thing I don't have any debt or student loans.
I do have student loans. I mean, you're not going to pay them, but I mean, let's say like something happened, like.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So we'll keep separate bank accounts. Maybe eventually when we have kids or something, we can join them. Or maybe we can have a separate joint account for like our savings and stuff for our travels.
Or for a home.
We'll split all utilities. We'll split rent.
Yep.
Who's paying the bills? Are you paying the bills or am I paying the bills?
What do you think?
I think I'm financially more literate than you are.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with this, but for you, the only bill that you have is just your car. Because you didn't even know if you had car insurance because your parents were paying it, right? So this is my question to you. Are you going to join my car insurance and are we going to pay that together? Or are you going to continue to stay on your parents' car insurance when we get married?
What would be the benefit of joining, being together on
that you're paying your own bills? I'm just asking, when we get married, are your parents still going to be paying certain of your bills or are you joining them with me?
I would join them with you.
Phone bill, your parents pay your phone bill. What's your plan with that?
I mean, eventually, like in the next year or two, I'll probably start paying for it. But as long as they want to pay for my phone bill,
I'll keep my phone bill for me.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're 28 years old. So I've been on my own since I'm 18. So I've had to pay all the bills, right? Like I pay my car insurance, I pay my health insurance, then I contribute to my 401k, then I contribute to my stocks.
I don't know shit about stocks.
Right. If you ever want to invest in stocks, just let me know and I can invest your money in stocks.
Stocks, I could give a fuck about stocks.
I can teach you.
Do you know about sports?
No, but money, sports, you know?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Does watching sports make you more financially successful?
I don't think stocks does.
What are stocks?
Can't you lose money from putting money in stocks?
When you're investing in stocks, you could be really risky, right? But you don't have to do that. You just put a little bit of money in different stocks. Me, financially, I'm not stupid and I don't have enough money to be high risk, high reward, so I'm low risk, low reward. Like, is your 401k, is that intertwined with stocks?
I don't know anything. I mean, I just never invested in stocks.
I think like a bad habit that I have is I like things the way I like things and everyone else just can't do it as good as me, which I know is wrong because like people do their thing that they want to do and you do dishes a certain way or if you do the bed a certain way, that's how you do it and that's okay. Maybe it's not the way I like it, but like it's different. I think we're both very ambitious people. I think we're both like clean, which is important. You have a good and kind heart and so do I. It feels like we're best friends.
When I saw this clip, I felt for Nick. And don't get me wrong, Hannah made some good points. Some points she didn't have to make. I felt watching this whole series, parts of it, she just made him feel stupid. She talked down to him. And granted, yes, it's his parents taking care of him. He used to play football, but not NFL. I think it was either CFL, Canadian, something. I just don't think he was in the pros in the NFL. But there's points anime that were correct. Some she could have just left off. So as I'm looking at Nick and his body language, to me, I'm thinking he's like, I just made a mistake. I cannot marry this woman. It's just not going to work. And clearly it's not going to work. And when she was asking him about, are you going to join my car insurance or have your parents pay for yours? And he said, what's the benefit? There's no benefit for him. It's only a benefit for her, where she can get a discount if you have multiple car policies. So I'm like, don't try to trick this man. And then who's paying the bills? I'm like, really? You guys know each other's financial situation. At this point, when she got on the show, she quit her job because her job wouldn't let her take off. So that's another thing. So I don't know how much of that was like editing, where it made it sound like that, or whatever the case may be. But watching that clip made me think of that scene where she said, I quit my job just to be on the show. But there's too much to her trying to act like she's a financial expert as far as stocks and bonds goes. If you can't prove to me that you're making money off of the stocks and bonds, don't try to get my money to invest into it as well. And for the 401k thing, I would never put my money in a 401k. I'd rather have a Roth IRA, but that's just me. But yeah, just looking at his body language, and you can just tell like they are not a match. There are two different ends of the spectrum. The trash thing, I completely understand that, but if you set that a precedent beforehand, I just say, oh, the trash is full, go and take it out. If you guys already set that precedent, like, okay, trash, that's you before this conversation. Trash is you. And then the laundry thing, why does he need to do your laundry? I've never met a man who does their wife's laundry just because certain things need to be done a certain way. And everyone in our household does their own laundry. The kids do their own. My wife does her, I does mine. No one mixes laundry at all in this house. So I don't know if that's just the house she was brought up or the case like that. And the groceries now. Fuchi, I don't know how much you guys pay for groceries. We don't pay $300 a week in groceries. That's extremely high. Cause I'm wondering to myself, what are you buying that's $300 a week? If you're buying that much of groceries, you're paying pretty much double in rent or a mortgage. Because that comes out to be almost as much as rent. So that didn't make any sense to me. And then, because I'm thinking, if you're at the grocery store, don't you plan to go to the grocery store? Not just out and about at the grocery store unless something just ran out. So yeah, she confused me a lot watching during this season. But she's very direct as well. And she doesn't take well to it because she's the way it comes across, it doesn't come out nicely. And it's only so much he's going to put up with, because I wouldn't put up with that. I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm going to check out, because I can already tell it's not going to work. Because it's like when you're dating someone, 2-3 dates in, when you see a flag, like, nah, this ain't going to work, so I'm not going to waste my time. That's what I saw early on in their relationship. They're too different. They're too different.
Somebody's, do you know what we just witnessed? We witnessed an alpha woman and a beta male. Nick, wow. He was already steamrolled in this conversation. You know what this was? This was a business conversation. This was Hannah the boss telling Nick, her employee, how it's gonna be. This was not equal at all. I saw no ounce of love between them at all. Jay was right. Hannah talked down to him at times, treating him like a little boy. And Hannah has everything to gain by Nick doing what she wants. Nick doesn't get the benefit, and Jay touched upon that. And I want to bring something up. With the trash, I've seen that primarily it comes down to the man having to do the trash? Why? Okay, just tell me why. Ladies, why is it that the man, their primary duty now, you take out the trash? I have not once heard a woman say, my duty is the trash. So what is it about it? Is it just because it's actual trash, it's dirty, it's yucky, it's smelly? Is it a weight thing? It can be heavy at times? If that's the case, okay, I'll be chivalrous. Ask me to take it out if it's heavy, that's fine. But otherwise, why is that a man's job? If we are to live in an equal world, ladies, that you say, why is the trash off limits? Why is that the exception for women and men still have to do it? Let me know in the comment sections. I would love to know about this. Now, with everything else, I didn't know that. I'm glad Jay said that he was a former football player, didn't make it pro. But at the same time, it's not wrong if your parents want to pay for some of your bills. Now, at the same time, you may not be maturing as a person because you're still being taken care of by your parents. So I can somewhat see that with Hannah. But Hannah also said that since she was 18, she was on her own, and she was taking care of her own. Hey, more power to you. I am all about that. But do you see, Hannah, that you had a different lifestyle than he did? Okay? You have to recognize that. From the beginning of this clip, you were just right out of the gate, 100%. You're telling Nick how it's going to be. And yeah, like Jay mentioned also, why does Nick have to wash your clothes? I know at the very beginning of my marriage, my wife and I, maybe a handful of times, we mixed clothes. The washing isn't the issue. It's the drying with my wife's clothes, because there are certain things that I didn't know were not supposed to go in the dryer, or they were supposed to be at a different setting. And I think after like the third time that I ruined her clothes in the dryer, that stopped. We all did our separate clothes, okay? And with Hannah, I am a cleaner, so I was with her in cleaning and doing chores. I don't vacuum daily, okay? And maybe every other day or even every third day, but every day I don't do. And with like what Nick pointed out, is it because of the dog? Well, the dog doesn't shed. Okay, fine. You don't need to do it every day, all right? Do I like a clean house? Yes. With my wife, she does not do chores. And when she does them, not always the best. So, yes, I will say that. Leave that in the comment section. If you want to tell on me, fine. But I'm the cleaner here. That's how I grew up. I know how to do it, but excessively, wow, it's too much. And on another point, here's my thought on debt. Now, when my wife and I married, neither one of us had debt, okay? So at that point, whatever debt we accrued, it was together. So yes, it was ours. But since I'm the only one that works, I would pay that. Now, here's my thought on this. If either one of you, or both of you, have debt, my thoughts, that's your debt, okay? You're not going to bring your debt and make it mine. That is something that you accrued on your own that I am not going to take responsibility for, okay? And vice versa. If I have debt, I do not expect you to make my debt yours before you marry. Or if you are going to get married, I would highly suggest having a prenup to where you put that in writing, on print, that that person, that individual whose debt is the responsibility of, it stays that way. Because I will not pay your debt. I will not pay for what you did. Now, if it's school, understandable, still your debt, okay? I'm not going to pay it. And vice versa, you're not going to pay mine. That's just my thoughts. Again, leave it in the comment section. What do you think, somebody's? And the last thing, the joint account. Again, I think that's obviously a case by case. That's kind of a cop-out, but I wouldn't want to have a joint account. I like to have my own money. So long as I pay what I'm supposed to pay, fine, right? You have your own account, you do what you want to do. Now, if you feel that you want a joint account just to know the activity of your partner's money and what they're doing with it, and maybe dip in a little here and there, no thank you. Okay? So for me, keep your own account. That's just my thought on that. But I do not see this working out at all. Because if Nick says yes, it won't be willingly. I think Hannah will just steamroll a yes out of him at the altar. If he even shows up at the altar, right? This will not end well. They should not be married. And by the way, for me, sorry to say, I don't think Hannah's even cute. Not my type at all. So I'm not going to take that at all, period, from her. It's a one-nighter and done with me and Hannah.